everybody, welcome back to Sack Attack is Back.
The Lizard Show. Alright, Zach, so today we're going to be building out a little bit more of your... What kind of a gecko is it?
Crested.
He's a what?
Crested Gecko.
He's a crested gecko, right? We've got two geckos. Zachary's got a little bit of a... What do you call it? A reptile room?
Reptile room.
A reptile room. Okay, cool. So we've got this guy. Whose cage is this, Zach? Tell everyone.
Pumpkin.
This is Pumpkin's cage. And over there is Tang. But we're not going to meet Tang today, right? Today we're working on...
His cage.
We're going to work on Pumpkin's cage. And
but tomorrow we're going to work on Tang's cage by cleaning his cage.
okay, so tomorrow we're cleaning Tang's cage? Okay, and Tang, and what kind of gecko is Tang?
Leopard.
And what are we doing there, Zach? We're going to be making this a live terrarium. Currently, we have what in there? We've got some plastic plants.
We got a plastic plant, a whole canned.
And we're going to be... And we're going to...
this in, and this in,
and that in. That's kind of special, right? So we're going to be planting, okay?
that in this
We're gonna
huge pot.
We're going to be putting it in there. So we're kind of step one, phase one of creating
we
a
also have this in here.
okay.
Huge piece of bark.
Got a huge piece of bark in there. Big piece of driftwood. Okay. All right. So the plan is to make this a biodiverse. What kind of cage is that, Zach?
Exoterra.
Exoterra. It's an Exoterra cage. Really cool. The front opens up.
And then this is how I like it. You have the swinging doors, but then you have the roof that has these switch locks on it, and you switch the locks, and it comes off the roof.
Right. So we can turn these, and we can take that top right off if we need to, right?
And clean his cage.
Right.
Not in it.
And he's actually in there, right?
Yeah.
He's actually in there. Where's Pumpkin? Let's see if we can find him here for a minute. He's usually hanging out up in the leaves here.
Want me to take him out?
No, let's leave him in there for now. Oh, I see his tail there. There he is. He's kind of peeking in there. We'll let everyone meet him at the end, okay?
We'll hold him at the end.
Okay, but right now, we're going to work on
The cage.
starting our biodiverse living terrarium, right? So right now we got plastic in there. We got a foam Hulk hand in there, and we've got a spot, as you can see, that we're going to be planting a giant. We're going to be planting a giant sequoia from the Johnsteen company, or sequoiatrees.com. Really cool, right?
Go to sequoiatrees.com.
And you can plant your own. You can plant your own sequoia tree, right?
And they grow 100 feet.
This is what sequoias are the largest trees in the world when they're fully grown.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, awesome. So, well, we live in the Northeast, so we're going to start ours in a pot here, okay? And the pot has a mixture of like planting soil, and it's got some coconut fiber in there, and that holds water really good, and it's going to drain out the bottom, and it's okay. Eventually, we're going to put in we're going to put a drainage layer in.
Yeah.
So eventually, this whole thing will be like a living ecosystem.
This is how we're gonna make the plant grow. So we got our UVB light.
UVB light, okay.
And they're both made from Zoom Ed.
Okay.
Zoom Ed spells this.
Okay, bring it over here.
This
Okay.
kind of lamp, and we'll be setting this up first before we put in the giant sequoia.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So you got, what I would do is I would make sure you try to not handle the light so much. Okay, there you go. Okay, go ahead and, we're going to go ahead and screw that in, right? Now go ahead, keep screwing that in, buddy. Oh, okay, make sure you get that, here, let me help you. Here, you take the camera from it. Okay, so we're going to screw in the lamp, or screw in the bulb. Okay, and let's take a look at that. Well, let's take a look at that bulb again. Okay, so it's from Zoom Ed. It's a 5.0 UVB Repti Sun. Now this does not throw off a lot of heat.
So
right?
it won't kill the gecko.
Because the gecko, the crested gecko, they don't need
As much heat.
They don't need heat, right? They pretty much room temperature for the most part, right?
But we're just using a UVB light to
And
grow
that's-
the plant.
And that's going to help the plant grow,
And
give them all the nutrients it needs to keep growing. And then in the springtime, we maybe move that out, right?
Yes, and it will grow 100 feet bigger than this house.
Yeah.
It'd be as big as 10 of these.
Yeah, I don't think we want to have a giant sequoia in the reptile tank. All right, let's take the giant sequoia out of the package.
Just like so.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
super easy.
don't fall out of the ground. All right, let's take them out of there gently.
So, but when you want to take out the sequoia, I'm just going to handle the top.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is roll up my sleeve so my hand.
Okay, so you can get your hand in there. Or you can turn it over and just kind of slide it right out of the plastic. There you go. All right, so let's loosen up. Let's loosen that up a little bit, not too much. Okay, pull that apart a little bit. I can't hold the camera in. No, not too much. Not too. Pull it out from the bottom a little. No, out, out. Here, you hold the camera. Okay, hold the camera. Okay, so I can't see anything. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we'll just kind of break apart the roots. Just move them apart just a little bit. You can see I'm doing that right over there, and that'll help the root system start to expand, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you got the roots there. All right. So what we're gonna do, we'll just put a hole in there with our hand. No, you can't, buddy. Okay. All right. So we've got that. You want to go ahead and plant that, Zach?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, drop them right in there.
I'm not
Okay.
using my hands.
Okay. I don't know where the spoon went, buddy. Use your hands. Don't be such a wimp. You a wimp? You afraid of dirt?
No.
Okay, so he's got a little spoon there.
Which
Okay.
you should have used.
Back it in there really good.
So you don't get your hands messy.
Okay. All right, and then, cool. This guy should start to grow, and then the crested gecko pumpkin,
We'll just climb.
he'll want to climb on that maybe.
Where's the mister?
Yep,
And
we'll
this
mist
is
it when it goes inside.
And we'll mist it with this mister.
Okay,
So
we've got a
I'll go-
mister. Okay,
I'll
go
go
get some
fill
water. All right, and while Zach's getting some water, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this guy right in there. Maybe a little bit big for that size. And we're gonna do that. But the crested geckos, they really like to climb. So they don't spend much time on the ground at all. So he's not going to spend a lot of time on the ground. So we'll take his cork around here. He likes to hide in there right every once in a while. So we'll take that and we'll put it right in there. So we've
Now
got
I'm gonna go.
so we've got a living ginormous, well, not ginormous yet, sequoia in there, right?
And I'll
Okay.
go and set up the UVB bulb.
Okay, and now right now we've got a gooseneck lamp in there. And see, Mommy's coming home, so let's move that gooseneck lamp. And we'll set that in the back here in the corner. Zach's gonna plug it into his, and like I say, this light doesn't throw off heat, but it does throw off the necessary light needed. You having trouble, buddy? All right, so now we've got the little UVB light that shines down on there, and that represents like sunlight, okay? And it's nice because it's not so bright for the gecko, and it's just bright enough for us to
See him.
Yeah, so
on the leaf.
Yep.
And that won't fall
did you
down.
get the mist? So you want to make sure you really get that wet. Let's really get that wet. Nope, go in right into the bottom. Right into the bottom. Right into the bottom. Don't spray your bulb. Get it good and wet. Get it right in the dirt there, buddy. There you go. So we've got a giant, I think we might be the first people in history to have a giant sequoia in their reptile tank. Right?
Yep.
You think? I gotta believe we are. We gotta tell the people at the Johnsteen company that it's pretty sweet, huh? Okay, so you got that good and damp? Yes, we got it. We got that good and damp. Zach's got that good and damp, and we'll make sure he stays nice and damp. And then any of the water that flows down is just gonna get trapped up and captured by the coconut fiber. But eventually, like we said, we're gonna put what in the bottom there?
Drainage.
A drainage layer and some dirt and more coconut fiber and really get this thing growing. Okay. All right, so cool. So he's got a new little house to live in there, and Zach's going to go ahead and take out Pumpkin. Nice and easy. You got to, when you take your Crested Gecko out of the cage, and he's a juvenile. Let's go ahead and turn the light back on so people can see him. Let's go ahead and show him. No, don't. There you go. Don't light him up too much. So that's Pumpkin. That's his buddy Pumpkin, and he's a pumpkin stripe, right?
Pumpkin pinstripe.
Pumpkin pinstripe. And these little feet on this guy, they stick right to you. They stick right to you.
And they're soft.
Come on, let's sit over here with him.
Like a paintbrush.
Yeah, so they don't have any little claws, right?
Yeah, like he does.
Talk to the people on the camera.
He has claws, Tang.
Tang has claws, and he's a leopard gecko, but not real bad claws. Just kind of enough to grip onto things and make you feel a little itchy. And there is Pumpkin. Say hi, dude. He is super sweet. And he's super small, and he's a little juvie. And there's Nathan. Say hi. Nathan appears in every video. At some point, he puts on a cameo. All right, so we got it all set up.
Tell you some facts about him.
Okay.
A little bit. So when they drop their tail, don't get worried because it will grow over, but the tail won't grow back.
The tail won't grow back. If you have a Crested Gecko, the tail will not grow back if they drop their tail. Okay, so we've got it all set up. Sequoia is all set up in there. He's got another plastic plant to climb on. He's got his little coconut, or not his coconut, but his cork
He'll
hide.
probably only be in there at night when he is sleeping. He'll only be there when he's sleeping because that's nice and comfortable.
Nice and comfortable in there, and most of the time he likes to stay up high. Pumpkin's going to be happy. He's going to have a new little thing to climb on. Looks like he's getting some new little spots on him there. And
we did put in.
Yeah, we didn't put that in there because we're running out of room in the tank.
There's nothing. There's no room.
No room in there for that.
Red.
Okay.
If we get 5,000 likes on this video, we will show you Tang.
Again.
Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone.